you about what you did in the mill.
Oh, at the mill? In the mill?
I'll tell you, if you can, is that okay to hold it? No, it's not. Okay, I'll hold it. I'm gonna hold that, okay?
Okay, the first thing I did in the mill, I worked at the old mill. Uh, I swept and cleaned.
All right, so just to make sure we've got the thing right, could you count to 10?
Yeah, I can count to 10. You want me to start off?
Yes.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Okay. All right, so now could you start telling us about your name and your age and then what you started doing in the mill?
Okay. Well, I told you I'm 88 years old, and the first thing I started doing in the mill is working at night, sweeping and cleaning at night at the old mill. That's where I started. I believe it was U.N. Sullivan, I believe, at that time.
How old were you then?
I think I was around about 20. I think I was around about 20. It's pretty close to 20. And from there, when I come out, next week I did, I started running openers in the picker room. I mean, with pickers in the picker room. From that, they moved me down in the open room over in cotton. So running hoppers, sending up in the mill. And from there, let me see. They took me from there, and I went to work for Mr. Warren Smith out on the yard with Roy Wade. I was a slacker on the truck, And after then, they built this U-mill. They wanted a truck driver over there. And well, they had one fella, he didn't know how to drive no truck. Number one, he knew how to haul logs, but he didn't know how to haul no furniture. So he went had a load of furniture on the truck, moved from one place to another. So he just come out so rough and tore up the furniture.
Were you moving furniture for people into the mill houses?
Yes, mill houses, chaining houses. Nice. So they got scared of him, and my boss at the old mill, where I was super named Mr. Dave Reed, he wanted me to, and they come over there and asked him about me coming over there to drive a truck over there. So no, he didn't want to, told me no, he couldn't do that. So I had to keep him here with me. So they finally kept on there, and then he finally gave up for me to go there and drive a truck. So I was driving the truck there when they first started taking out Social Security. I was driving the truck there then. And I don't know exactly what year that was. You might know.
1936.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I drove that, I don't know exactly how many years. But I said, and all, I didn't get no time for over there to the old mill. And I had to just give me some time at the U mill from then on until I retired. Yes. I retired at 62. My health got kind of bad, and they had to send me to the hospital. At least I went to the hospital. And that's the year I retired. Because I forgot now what year that was. You can find out now what year was that. Let's see. I was 62 years old. Now I'm 88.
Okay.
You know what year that
Yeah,
was?
so that was 3 and 62. That was 1965.
65.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I retired. So when I come back from the doctor there, they told me, well, you can retire if you want to. See, I didn't want to do that, but I said I'd do it. But you know what? I knew that I wasn't well, you know, because I'd have that kind of shortness at the breath, you know. No. And I don't know why I had it, but I had that shortness at the breath. We used to hold different stuff, but you want to know what did we hold?
Now, when you had the shortness of breath, did any of the doctors say that it might have come from working in the mills?
Well, they didn't say. If they said that, they didn't tell me.
Well, back to when you were working in the picker room and the opening room, did you wear any mask?
No, sir.
Was it dusty in there?
Well, yes, a little dusty. But with the biggest dust I was in when I was holding that asbestos, when I started holding that asbestos, you know, I used to hold that stuff. I used to unload off freight car box, you know, sitting on the railroad track and then haul it to the mill. When they first started running that asbestos, we didn't have no big place like got now. A little place on the warehouse. We used to haul it. And I remember once after building this U place, water got high up in the mill, and all that stuff got wet. You know, all of it got wet. We had to haul it away and throw it in the ditches, you know, over from on the other side of the mill, back over there on the hill. Well, I went with that stuff. Well, I first started hauling that stuff, you know, from off the railroad track, you know, from the railroad cars, you know, parked on the side of the mill. Then finally they come into shipping it inside down the railroad track, that down through the mill there, you know, they unload it there. But I didn't work in it all the time, but I worked in it a good while. But when it first started, I used to hold a heap of it, you know. So, and later on, I remember once now, I got where one of my eyes, I couldn't see good out of it. Couldn't see good out of my eyes. So they had me trying to read something. I couldn't see good. In fact, I can't read all that good no harm, but I couldn't see out of that eye. So still, I'm blind in that eye now, left eye. So then they said, well, one of the doctors said I had what you call glaucoma.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm.
Did the doctors ever talk about asbestosis? Did the doctors ever talk to you about asbestosis?
No, sir.
About breathing in the asbestos?
No, they said nothing to me about it.
Yeah.
Not when I was there.
Yeah.
No, if he did, I don't remember it.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you retired at 65.
Yes.
62, right?
Well, 62. Well,
That's what he said, 62.
I was 62 years old.
Yeah, and it was retired in he retired in 1965. Yeah. And what did you do after that?
Well, nothing. I come home and I didn't do no more work. No. I didn't do no more work. Yeah.
Now, you were one of the very few black men to work in the mill.
Yeah. Yeah. wasn't many black men working in the mill then, you know. Finally, after I started there, a lot of more got jobs there, but then still, I was one of the first one, all right. You know, I don't say I exactly was the first man worked there over there, but I was the first one started driving truck over there, and I did most of the hauling from one mill to another. We'd haul stuff to be died from, I wish I did, from Hoganville to Callan. From Callan, sometimes I'd haul the Grandma up here to be died, yarn, you know.
So you were a truck driver not only to move people into the mill houses.
No, I just truck driver, you know, that's to do what the mill want done.
Yeah. So whatever they wanted done, you drove the truck.
Yes, sir. But you know what I'm going to tell you this now. They may not tell you. They didn't put me down as a truck driver. They just put me down as a shop helper.
I see. Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But I reckon that would get, you know, just put me down as a common labor, you know. They didn't put me down as a truck driver.
Do they pay you like a truck driver?
No, well, they wouldn't. They paid me the same thing what they paying the other guys on the yard. Hour. They wouldn't pay me no. Didn't put on paying me no truck driver.
Were there black women working in the mill? Did black women work for the mill?
Black women?
Yes.
Not then. No, they just started that after I left there. You know, they didn't have no colored women running no machines. After I left there, they come to hire black women to run machines, you know.
Do any of your children work there now?
No, so none of them ain't. Well, in fact, ain't none of them here. All my children. Got one girl in California, my next girl in Cleveland, 2 boys in New York, 1 in Atlanta, 1 in Palmetto, and 1 in Cleveland with my oldest daughter. I've got 5 boys living, 3 boys dead.
And daughters?
That's them 2 daughters.
And they're away too?
Yes, sir.
So you're the last one left here?
Yeah, I'm the last one here, yeah.
Where did your wife work?
Well, she didn't work out nowhere because so many children, so she didn't have time.
She worked, but she wasn't drawing a paycheck.
No, sir. She didn't work out nowhere. We used to wash and iron for white people, you know, when she had time to.
Yeah,
it would be. She never work out on no job because so many children do. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what we wanted to find out.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Parham's helping us and other people in Noonan and Hogansville. We're making a movie for public television about life in the textile mills.
Yes, sir.
So what we'd like to do is to come by and just take a picture of you as you tell the same story you just told us now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. I reckon I can think to tell you what all I told you then.
Well, we'll prompt you because that's why we're making a tape recording.
Yeah, all right. Because you take anybody my age now, they can't remember good like this, you know. You just have to think, you know, like I was.
So, we'll ask you questions now, and it'll give you time to think about them for the next time we come.
You're 88.
Yes, sir. I'll be 89 October, on the 7th October.
Now, is there anybody around, any other black man around who worked in the mills who's still living?
Yeah. One fellow stayed back over here in this project over here named Fillmore Dunson.
Say, what's his name again?
Fillmore Dunson.
Filmo?
Yes, ma'am.
Filmo?
I think so. Yeah.
Dun-
He worked under Miss Palm, brother. When Miss Palm.
Oh, yeah.
In the housing project, right?
Yes, right
His
across.
last name,
Duncan.
Yeah, it's the apartment a project right over the hill there, which you might see. There's one up on the hill, but he up over here, this one.
do you ever go to visit him?
You ever go with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I have been. Yeah, he can't get about too good, neither his health ain't good. And we got Joe Frazier, you have his name?
No.
No, 'cause Pauline Frazier, Miss Palm know his wife and all. I don't know.
Joe Fraser.
Joe Frazier, he in the home
Oh,
down
I
here
see.
at Greenwood.
I see.
Yeah, he can't. His wife, if you ever talk with her, she can tell you about him, cause you know what shape he
But
in.
you're the only one who's really getting around here.
Yes, sir. Working that thing, yeah. Well, there's one down here, Louise, Roy Thornham,
A woman?
man.
Now,
Roy
Roy Thornham.
Thorne. What did he do?
Let me see, what did he do when he was in the mill? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'll tell you nothing to him. McKinley Marshman. He stayed straight up through this way.
McKinley and what's it?
Marshman. McKinley Marshman.
Morrisman.
And where does he live now?
He stayed right on up this street here.
Do you have a telephone book?
Yes.
I wonder if he has a telephone.
Pretty fair.
How old is he?
I'm satisfied he in 70. I believe he would be in 70.
And he worked in the mill too.
Yes, he used to work in the mill too.
You friendly with him?
Yeah, I know him. Well, he belongs to the same church I belong to.
What we're thinking of is that we maybe talk to both of you together, you see.
Really?
What's his last name again?
Marchman.
Marchman or Morrisman?
McKinley Marshman.
Do you
You find him?
Why don't you look it up?
Hogan. Oh, I can't see the number.
Okay.
It's in Hoganville.
Okay.
You sure you're in Hogansville?
No, I'm in Noonan.
That's a very difficult book to say. I think Hogansville comes
Is it,
first.
no, yeah. Each
Doesn't it?
town, yeah.
If
Okay.
it ain't in that book, I got
All
him.
right. Marchman, McKinley, 109 Bolee Street, Bolee Street, 637
637
4939.
939, and the spelling
4939. The
is
spelling.
4939.
That's right.
Yeah.
The spelling is Marchman.
Okay, that's where I got it. McKinley Marchman, yeah.
And the other gentleman's name was.
Roy Thornham. Did you write his name down? You didn't write his name down, did you?
Roy Thorne. And.
He's still out from Grain.
He would be in LaGrange then.
Oh.
But Duncan, Fillmore Duncan,
Yeah, Dunson.
D-U-N-C-A-N.
I think so. Dunson. Fillmore Dunson.
Fillmore, it should be.
Duncan. I have Duncan. I don't have a Dunson. A.T. Duncan, Michael Duncan, Oliver Duncan, W. Duncan, William Duncan. That's it. But you think we could walk over to his house or drive over there?
Well, you could drive over there to the ship project over there.
Fillmore.
Fillmore.
Let's see, and any of the D's have a Fillmore. D-U and then Fillmore.
Fillmore Dunton.
Uh-oh.
Well, it may not be in the book. His phone may not be in the book over. I don't never call him, 'cause I don't think he got his phone listed where he can call him. I don't reckon call him. I never have called him.
But you're all three. Yeah, he's in your same church too.
No, he at St. Paul, next church out from
I see.
from where I remember, Baptist church. He out there, the Methodist church.
Now, so so how old were you when you started working in the mill?
When I started,
Yeah.
He said 20.
that's what I thought.
He,
Around 20, I'm
he
saying.
said he was 20.
Around 20, I
So
believe.
what year would that
Well, he was born in 1903. So he was 23.
be? 1923.
Well, I tell you, see, up to my dad always told me I was born 1903, but when birth certificate come back is 1902.
Uh-huh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That gave you another year for Social Security.
Roy Thornham, did I get you get him?
Yes. Uh-huh.
You got him, didn't
He's
you?
in LaGrange?
He's in LaGrange, yeah.
Yeah, fine.
I think we only need a couple of here, you see.
Okay.
Um,
Keep on talking. I'm just
Okay. Where did you live during all that time?
Well, I was staying out on, when I started work at the mill, I was staying out on what you call East Main Street. East Main. And you come off on Expressway, where you come off on that street when you come into Hoganville a lot of time, you know, 'cause they come down Expressway and then turn off and come on to Hoganville. I stayed on that road at that time. And
So you didn't live in a mill house?
no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Oh, we didn't have no colored staying in no mill houses then at that time. All white.
Mm-hmm. Now, did they have you people cleaning up and fixing up the mill-owned houses? Did you do any painting or take the garbage or anything?
Well, I did on garbage. I used to haul garbage on the truck. You know.
From the mill house?
Yes, from the mill houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to haul the garbage. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
and you move people from one house, from one village to another house, or just from one house to another house in the village?
Sometimes we had to move, like we stayed on a place called Mexico, right across from the office, mill office over there. We had to transfer some of them from one house, you know, from that place over to the old big, you know, over in the old mill. Sometimes we had to transfer some of the houses, the folks' houses, from one to the other.
Well, this is going way back now.
Yeah.
But in 1934, there was a big strike all over the South in cotton mill. Do you remember what happened here?
I don't remember what. Let's see. I remember once, but we had to stop work. At least my boys told me. We didn't. Let's see now. We had to stop work anyway for a while now.
Yeah.
So he tried to help sign up for that union too, but I knew I wasn't in that. When they signed up for union, I wasn't in that. So
You weren't in it?
no, I wasn't in it, 'cause I know. In fact, my boss told me, said you're gonna be off from work. I don't know how long. You won't be joining them. You won't be joining them. Said, so I tell you what I do. He fixed a way for me to get some food. You know, I had a bunch of children. You know, he fixed a way up there in town for a man run a store named Mr. Ed Hine. When I need some groceries, I'd go up there. You know, he'd let me have it.
Yeah, that's what we want to. We want to get that. Record that too.
Yes.
We're talking.
Yes, sir.
So he fixed it. So during the strike, you got the food.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's right. And so, you know, I don't know, some of them, I don't ring all of them guys, because heap of them trying to sign up for the strike, I reckon. But I never did do that. I never signed.
You mean your boss signed up for the strike? Is that
No,
what you said?
no. Yeah. You know, some hands, you know how, well, that's for the union or something, you know, like that. But I never did sign nothing like that, fool with nothing like that. And then I didn't know nothing about it. And my boss didn't never say nothing to me about it. He just tell me, you know, because he know well I didn't do what those people done, you know, what they would do. I tried to do my job, and that was all I know to do.
Did you know a man named Homer Welch?
Yeah, I know Mr. Homer Wilkes. I've been so long. You know, is he living?
No, he died, I'm sorry, about 4 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mr. Homer Wilkes. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
And see, did he work at the post office or something? Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
He worked in the mill for a long time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them worked in the mill. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, Homer Welsh worked in the mill in Hogansville.
Hmm?
Homer Welsh worked at the mill in Hogansville.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Well, I know the name, because I know putting all them
Yeah.
white people, most of them, they know me. Because I'd been here all my life, Hoganville. I was born and raised right here in Hoganville. I was born right there, but I know you're here until that Granite Street, where go up through, go straight on out East Mainland, and you turn and go straight on over to the old mill. That's where I've been here all my life.
Do you remember a fellow named Zimmerman?
Zimmerman? I remember that name. But
He ran the dope wagon in the mill some. And then he ran an ice wagon.
He had a mustache.
yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
You know, a number of the people that we've spoken with, they, because they were active in the union during that strike, some of them were fired and had to leave their houses.
Yeah, but I don't know all about that, because you know, I heard that though. I heard some of them lost their job on account of that. That's what I heard.
Did you ever have to move any of those people
Move on.
when they got fired?
I don't think I moved none of them. They always had to get somebody else moved, because Mill coming, I don't think moved none of them. I don't know that I remember.
Yeah.
No.
But you didn't have to put them out.
No.
Did you ever see anybody get put out of their houses?
Well, no, I don't know. I didn't know of nobody, but you know, could have been. But see, I didn't know about it. Oh.
Could you tell us what it was like working in the picker room?
Well, you running laps, you know. You run them laps, long laps, and we had doors more, put them on a rack, and carry them on into the other part of the mill. When they come out, they come out like a little piece of cotton, about that size, Well, I don't know about, I didn't know nothing about running that other machine, but that's all I remember running that in the picker room. Well, we called it open room then. Yeah. Well, picker room, that's right. But the open room was downstairs where we sent up cotton.
we've seen pictures of black men having the job to carry in those big bales of cotton into the mill. Yep, hauling in those big bales of cotton, the big ones.
Yeah.
On trucks.
Oh, yeah, on trucks.
Two-wheel trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
Did you do that too?
Well, sometimes when I'd haul cotton from one place to another, I'd have to truck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to truck it in, lay that, put it in a certain place.
Yeah.
Well, when you got there to use it, somebody come pick it up, you know. See, I bring it on the truck.
Yeah.
And then put it on the platform there and unload it. Well, I had to truck it off myself.
Yeah.
Truck it off the truck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About 500 pounds, huh?
Oh, yeah, some of them weighed more than that. Yeah, bale the cotton, you know.
Did you ever pick cotton?
Pick cotton.
Uh-huh.
Well, mighty little.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do much work on the farm or my dad's farm, but I did a little picking cotton to about. In fact, I left home. I didn't like that. Picking cotton, it would hurt my back.
Tall as you are, it's a long way down.
So I left. My mom and dad let me go to Atlanta and stay with my aunties up there, and I was around about 17 years old.
Yeah.
And so I didn't do much on the farm. I did a little. In fact, I married when I was 18. She was 15.
Ah. You stayed married to the same woman for how many years?
Nah, back how many years? Let me see.
When did she die?
She been there about 5 years. Of course, I got it in the house there. I could get it, but you ain't got it. She been there around about five years.
That was a long marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a long marriage, yeah.
I don't know nobody else working at the mill. Living now.
Pardon me for being so personal, but how tall are you?
6'3".
Did you notice how straight he is? I mean, boy, the first thing I noticed was he hasn't bent over in 88 years. He hasn't bent over. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Did your boys take after you?
yes, I did. Some of them tall, most of them tall. Of course, you can see in that picture in there, what I got there, you can see, I think about 4 of them tall like me, was living. Of course, them other boys one was grown when he died. My oldest boy was grown when he died. He's tall. And we had one boy that died. He's about, I think he's about 6 years old when he died. And last year one died bone dead, you know.
Oh, yes.
But, so.
They probably went on to play basketball.
Well, no, they didn't. I don't think none of them took up that. They just went on off. The man was gone. Well, he was gone. They just went on New York. One up there in New York now, he was 65 and last January. And I got one boy, he has been living, older boy, he's been around 60. None with him. Didn't have no education with him. Because I always do pretty good without, I needed education, but I didn't have much. I just had enough to, anything they tell me to do, Like me, I could just go on and do it, but I didn't have no education.
But you learned to read.
Not much.
Yeah.
RJ, were you considered lucky by by other people to have a mill job?
Understand how? What she?
What did other people think that you were well off to have the mill job?
Well, I don't know what they thought it would see. Anyway, see, I always pretty smart. I always would mind my boss, you know, because I do what he said do. Then they'd send me off to places, but they didn't. You folks didn't know I couldn't read worth nothing, but I'd go and come though. I'd go there like a man could, you know. So all of them, like they thought well of me, because I always tried to do my job, and I'd try to satisfy my boss, and I'd do anything, you know, they asked me to do, or what, you know. So most of the white people around Hoganville, all of them put in a note, man, they seemed to think the rest more of me, you know, because I always tried to stay in my place, you know. You know, heap people get out the place. I always tried to stay in my place, do what. So.
Did you ever hear the term lint head?
Hmm?
Did you ever hear of the term lint head?
I can't understand.
Sometimes people who didn't work in the factory kind of looked down on white people who did work in the factory, and sometimes they called them lint heads.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember, you know, because, you know, back in them days, I don't know. Well, then, and I don't remember none of them ever saying that. Not where I am.
Now, this place, you seem to have got a big, nice place here. When did you get this?
Well, I got what you call an acre of land right in here, but this is run out and be, you know, kind of water by in the back. Let's see, I was working at the mill when I bought this land here. This acre. Well, an acre of land didn't cost us then but $75. Colored man owned it.
Yeah.
Owned this all this thing right in here. A colored man owned it. Yeah. He stayed down way on down. He called himself gonna help the colored. He sold out lots, you know, an acre for $75 an acre.
And you bought that when?
Yes, I bought it from him.
When did you buy it? Was you still working in the mill?
Yes, I was working in the mill at that time. And of course I had to pay him along a little bit, you know, till I got it paid.
Buy it on time.
Yeah. Yeah, because we wasn't making nothing. Because I know you know about that. Like I wasn't making nothing when I left. They like to do now. After I left, they come and getting, you know, color come and getting good, doing what jobs. They paying them more. But see, I don't know where I wouldn't exactly say it, but I got some checks still up here somewhere. I wasn't making nothing much. Nowhere could, you know what I mean? Like people get retired now, they get something.
Yeah.
Well, they'll let you know now, retirement check, mine just come to 30, let me see, I believe 30, 36, 10, 35, 10, I believe. Yeah. 35 or 36,
That's
10.
for your retirement from the mill.
Yes. You know, they'll let you know I wasn't making that.
Absolutely.
So since that time, fellas whether get retired now, they get something, but we don't. I wasn't getting nothing when I that time.
A man that I met in Phoenix City, Alabama, a black man who worked in a mill in Phoenix City, or in Columbus, he told me that sometimes when a person who was running the looms would go to take a break, or he'd be gone, that his boss would sometimes say, "Could you go in there and run the loom and just watch it while this guy is away?" And he said he learned how to work the machines, and he knew how to do everything in the shop. And they would even ask him to do that, but they never reported down what his job, what he was doing. They just said that he was out in the yard.
I see.
I know that happened to you with the truck driver.
Yes.
Did you ever learn how to run machines too?
Well, I learned how to run the openers and up in the openers, and I learned how to run them pickers. You know what I'm talking about? I learned that, but that's before I went in the inside. I got to make it my way on the outside. You know, driving truck. You know, hauling stuff from one place to the other. Yeah.
We're supposed to see Mr. Parham, hey?
Well, he doesn't get home till 1:15.
Okay.
It's 10
Yeah,
hours.
we got.
Do we want to go meet any of his friends?
We'll see if
Did you